Arr, avast ye mateys. Me be Greybeard, your pirate guide for West Yellowstone and Island Park. And today be Friday, March 7th. And there finally be fresh snow on the mountains. Aye, the trees be green, but there be fresh snow up on top. And we be heading out today in search of booty, of plunder, of white gold. And we be thinking we be finding 7, 8, perhaps 9 inches of fresh up on top of the mountain. We have a few visitors with us today from Canada, Canadian pirates that have sailed south to the warm tropics isles down here in Island Park in West Yellowstone. And we together be sailing, we be searching, we be finding, we be having fun today. Arr, and we invite all of you, even ye, landlubbers like yourselves, scallywags and scurvious parrot lovers, ye be welcome to come along with a pirate today as we set out in search of white gold. Arr. Continuing our adventure up here, we're around 8,000 feet now, going down Black Canyon. You can start to see there's a little bit more snow on the trees at elevation. A little more snow on the trail. And what a difference in just 48 hours. From being up here Wednesday morning when it was barren, no fresh at all, there's at least several inches of fresh now. We'll be diving down into our meadows here in just a minute. We'll find out what the real snow is. But I'm guessing we have 2 to 3 inches on the trail itself. We're still a long ways from that 5 to 7 that I was seeing on Snowtel, but I'm holding out. We'll see. We might still get lucky. And we're going to get lucky. Yep, we're going to get very lucky. Okay, sweet. Nobody's been into the meadows yet. Ha ha! God, I love this place. And into the meadows we go. Yeah, some much needed snow did come last night, no doubt about it. This is beautiful again. Consistently, my absolute favorite place to come and ride. No doubt about it. I love, love, love this little meadow back in here. With a little bit of luck, it'll be beautiful, and we'll get the drone up and get some beautiful drone shots for a change. Haven't had that up in weeks. The snow looks good. Not a track to be seen anywhere, which is always welcome. Now the difference between today and Wednesday is striking, huh? Oh, there's a little trap right there. Treat that with some respect. Look at all the sparkles in the snow. Ah! Makes a pirate's heart happy. I do so love coming back in here. This makes the entire ride worth it for me. Just coming back up here, finding a few inches of fresh is quite good enough for me. I'm happy. Some of the deeper ones up on the hill are still visible. I'm not seeing that 5 to 7 inches yet, but I think we got wind last night. I think we got scoured. Yeah, look at that. Sure enough, that's what's going on. Okay. So I think we had the 5 to 7 inches that Snowtel is reporting, and then we got some wind. So the big wide open areas are scoured clean, but hopefully we get back in the trees here and we'll find all that snow that got blown away dropped down and landed in the trees. We'll know soon enough. As soon as we get into the trees, the snow gets considerably better. That 5 to 7 I think was real. I think we had some major wind scouring last night. It blew it all out of the open areas, put it all back here into protected meadows. I'm just showing these guys some of the places they want to avoid. This little canyon here is beautiful, but it leads into a less than friendly drop that takes you down into Thirsty Creek. If you know it and that's your intent, it's fine. But if you don't know it and you end up down here accidentally, right down there, it stops being fun real quick. Unless, again, that's where your plan is. You want to go down into Thirsty. Yeah, it's still hard. There's still plenty of ice underneath here. I tried to cut in and I could definitely feel I'm hitting somebody's old track. Easy to get bumped off the sled. Let's see if we can back up just a foot. Reverse, what an amazing feature. There we go. Yeah, the bad snow is not gone. There's just good snow on top of it. The wind hit and where the wind didn't hit. Well, there's plenty of snow to play on. We're definitely back in the game. They're wind scoured in some places and perfectly smooth and beautiful, and other places, I don't think anybody who comes down here is going to have a bad time. They'll have a lovely ride. You can look at the ski. There's plenty of snow. Yep. I'll go pick a spot. Yeah, soft 1 minute, hard as a rock the next minute. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a mixed bag of snow. Woo!
You never know when you're going to hit that bump.
Yep, that's exactly right, man. 1 second it's soft and the next second, ice. Oh, that's literally what I was just saying. It's like, yeah, I think anybody who comes here is going to have a good time. It's soft on the top. for it be a beauteous day. We got up on top of Black Canyon and dipped down into one of our set of off-trail meadows here and have been running around having a fabulous friggin' time. Sure enough, the snow in the open exposed areas is kind of rough. It's scoured. We must have had some significant wind last night. I think that's why the trees are mostly clean. There's snow in some of the trees, but not a lot. And a lot of times the tops are green, but the bottoms are white. So I'm thinking we got a big blow last night, blew a lot of the snow, but it blew the snow into the trees. And back in the trees, back in here, we found great riding. It's been fun. However, as you probably saw from some of the video, more than once I've already been knocked off my sled. So the hard pack old tracks are right there, 6, maybe 9 inches, occasionally 12 inches down. You hit one of those and boom, you're right off the sled into the soup, as it were. But in general, it's nice up here. It's a whole lot better than it was on Wednesday. Wednesday was sad. It was just full on spring riding conditions, and today is much, much nicer. Let me stop the camera and flip it around and show you what I'm seeing. All right, so we're looking across the meadow here, and this is pretty indicative of what we've seen everywhere up here on top of Black Canyon today. You can see Wednesday there was no snow in the trees. Today there is definitely snow. It's not heavy. It's not like middle of winter, you know, it was in January, February, but you can look at that. That's plenty of fresh snow. And the snow that's not in the trees, I don't think melted or went away. It just got blown to the ground. So as we look down the bottom along where we've been riding, you can see there's plenty of good snow tucked back in the corners now. And you just kind of have to head down and take yourself back into these trees here. And there's good snow. I mean, you can see I just walked back there a second ago. I would guess probably we're looking at 4 to 6 inches of real snow on top of last Wednesday's very hard pack. But more than enough to get back in here and have fun again. If we could get this a couple of days in a row, and maybe by the end of this week, we might actually do that. We might see some more good snow coming in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, possibly. I'm hoping that's the case. Then we could be in for finally some good spring riding. In the meantime, look at the sky. Just frickin' bluebird sky. I mean, how gorgeous is that? You see, I've got my shades on for, I think, only the second time this whole year. It is incredibly bright, super sunny, gorgeous weather. Today is going to be a fabulous day of riding. We're going to try really hard today to finish the ride we didn't do on Wednesday. We'll try to get back up and do the entire Black Canyon loop. We'll see the whole edge of the caldera. We'll go over to Wyoming. We're going to get over to Two Tops. We came across a couple of guys who claimed last night at 6 p.m. they were running in 12 inches of powder. It was, you know, coming up over the hood from time to time. They were saying it was one of the great rides they've had while they've been out here visiting. I'm a little skeptical on 12 inches, but you know, it's possible. So we're going to head over there and check it out. But in the meantime, Pirate's happy again, man. This has been much more fun than it was on Wednesday. All it takes is snow to make me happy. You know, I'm an easy guy. I'm a very simple pirate, very humble kind of guy. But I can give you a big old "Arr, mateys." It'd be a lot more fun than it was a few days ago. And we'll pack up and we'll head over to the next spot and we'll check in with you in a few minutes. All right, well, this is what happens when you go through too many branches and one of them catches on the charge handle. All right, it's time for the Snow West Snow Depth segment. Let's find out exactly how much fresh we got and how much old we got. Okay, so here's one of our, where are you from? What's your name?
Christian from Michigan.
And what brought you out here today, Christian?
All the snow.
All the snow. Okay, Christian, if you'd be so kind, let us know how much fresh we have and how much base we have. Oh, look at that, done like a pro. All right, she's going down. Oh, this is encouraging. Gee, look at that. All right, so it buried the probe. How much do we get? What do you think?
At least 220 to 230.
All right, probably a solid 230 centimeters. We'll convert that to inches in a minute. Now, what do you think the fresh is on top? Pull that out and just let it go down gently. What do you get? 0. Okay, that's not encouraging.
5 centimeters.
5 centimeters.
Hold on, let me go over here.
Holy cow.
It's better in this drift. 25 centimeters.
Okay, I believe that. 25 centimeters of fresh. Yeah. I'm thinking as we look across all the areas that we're riding here, we're still up on top of Black Canyon. We're about 8,300 feet right now. We're looking at 4 to 6 inches everywhere, except where there's been wind. Anywhere that's gotten blown, you can see those tracks from yesterday. They are everywhere. The snow is still very hard packed down below, but as soon as you move back here into the trees, you find lots of fresh, soft, 6 to 9 inches. Once in a while, we'll sneak out a place that's got 12 inches. But has it been good enough to come out here and have some fun?
I can attest there's multiple spots where it's over the ski loops.
How long did it take you to get here?
27 hours by the time I came up through the UP.
And was it worth the drive in your opinion?
100%.
Outstanding. Thank you so much for helping. All right, we made it into over to West Yellowstone, and we're going up the Two Top Trail now. And we're going to begin the climb, and let's go see what the snow looks like over here in Wyoming. Sometimes this is by far and away the most beautiful section of the entire Island Park caldera. But it is hit and miss on temperature and snow and how much sun and wind it's got. But when it's beautiful, this little section right here is drop dead, take your breath away gorgeous. Today. Nobody in Island Park. Boy, have we seen a ton of traffic since we came over to West Yellowstone. Their side of the mountain has lots of people riding today. Not seeing many mountain riders. Lots and lots of people on the trail enjoying the just amazing, beautiful spring weather. There are days you come through this little section of the valley in December and January where it is almost 100% white. The trees are completely cropped. Super, super beautiful when those days come. There's still a lot of good snow. It's still pretty. That's the most snow I've seen anywhere on the mountain today. I was hoping we might get lucky, but it doesn't look like it. That's another area down there that you drop back down in and go around, and there can be some great snow down there sometimes. But now that my Avy bag deployed, because I was being stupid and had my handle out when I shouldn't, I'm not in a position where I'm comfortable dropping down that slope, because the heavy danger today is considerable, and my number one priority is always to get home. So we made it out of Island Park. We came over to West Yellowstone. And we're on the approach going up towards Two Tops. We're not there yet. We're just on one of those big, beautiful alpine meadows that you get to before you go up. Not heavily tracked at all. Most of the tracks are ours, but drop dead gorgeous. Not finding the 12 inches we were told that was up here. Finding 4 to 6 everywhere with the same basic snow that we found everywhere in Island Park. But it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. Two of the guys are back there. They made a wrong turn. I think they ended up in a tree while they're getting themselves extricated. Let me show you what I see from the other side of the camera. All right, so there's one of our big 500-acre meadows. And you can see remarkably few tracks today. What are we, 2 o'clock-ish, I would guess?
2:15.
Yep, 2:15, right on the money. So people have had more than enough time to get up here and just haven't. Oh, there's some of our group now. Super beautiful though. Very, very pretty. A little bit of snow in the trees. Not as much as we might like to see, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. And being this has been such an unusual season, I'm more than happy to take whatever we can get at this point. Let's pull in and take a look all the way across the meadow to the far side. And we'll head over towards Two Tops in just a minute. We're going to go and explore some of these little runs and see if we can't find any little hidden stores of powder up there. They might be there. Okay, so we're up on top of Two Tops and we noticed there's a guy out here riding along the ridge line. I know you can do it, but you don't see people doing this very often. And he does not strike me as a mountain rider at all, but he's making his way along the ridgeline over to the second summit. And there's another guy that just popped up from down below, which just goes to prove it is absolutely rideable. You can come up from West Yellowstone, up through all these trees, down from the bottom. Over there, you can ride from there through all those trees and come up and arrive up on this ridgeline. And the snow is really, really hard right now. So it's extremely stable. I don't see, 1 inch at most probably fresh on top that he's riding on. But makes for a heck of a picture, huh? So from up here on top of Two Top, we're looking back at West Yellowstone there. And you can see there's the old airport where they're getting set up this weekend for the Octane Expo, which ought to be a whole lot of fun. I think I'm going to drive up on Saturday. I will not take my sled, but I'll come and just be a tourist and go look at all the guys doing the stunts and having some fun. But West Yellowstone is right there behind. Oh, sorry, I've got some wind. And then Yellowstone National Park is directly behind that. One of the most beautiful places in the United States of America. But up here on the ridge line, we've got a couple of snow ghosts going, which are always incredibly beautiful. Got a little cornice that wants to form that hasn't quite formed yet. Sometimes I've come up here and seen this cornice 10, 15 feet overhang. Today, I'm not sure it even qualifies as a cornice at all, but still very, very pretty. And of course, our intrepid group of Canadians and one Michiganer are down here just having a good time. All of us together, just out riding, enjoying God's country, enjoying the spectacular, spectacular view. Love those snow ghosts. Just never get tired of seeing those things. Something that is such a part of West Yellowstone and Mount Two Tops. All right, so we've been out riding for several hours today. We made the whole traverse today from Black Canyon and Island Park all the way over to West Yellowstone, did the Two Tops loop, and then came down into Henry's Flats. And we're right over now at Big Springs on the way back to the cars. And I thought I'd do the Pirate's Treasure Chest summary. How was what we found up here in the mountains today? On the Island Park side, I'd say we found 4 to 6 inches of fresh pretty much everywhere. On the West Yellowstone side, I would say we found 6 to 8 inches of fresh most everywhere. Today, for the very first time, 22 days on the mountain, I'm going to say something I didn't think I'd ever get a chance to say. The trails in Island Park were in better condition than they were in West Yellowstone. I don't know if the guys on the Tucker Snowcats finally nailed it and they got all 8 cylinders running and they're doing a better job, or if there was just massive amounts of traffic coming out of West Yellowstone. I suspect there was a lot of traffic. The big meadows over by Two Tops were just trashed. They were absolutely pounded out. And knowing that this morning they were completely clean suggests that there were a lot of people riding. On the Island Park side, we saw very few people when we were out on the trails at all. When we were down in the meadows, we saw nobody. We had all the meadows, both upper and lower, completely to ourselves. In West, we saw a huge amount of traffic. there were trains going by of 10, 15, and 20 sleds. Lots of people out riding today. Did not see many people off trail, though we saw some, but saw lots of signs that people had been riding off trail. A lot of folks have been on the hillsides, on the mountainsides, and there were lots and lots of tracks that were fresh from today. Two of the guys that showed up today came from Canada. What are your names and where are you guys from?
Marcian.
I'm Jeff.
Yeah, we're from Estevan, Saskatchewan.
Estevan, Saskatchewan. Okay, how long did it take to get from Saskatchewan to Island Park?
12 hours?
Yeah, 11, 12, yeah.
All right, why did you guys make the 12-hour drive here?
Oh, I just heard it was a good place to ride and get an introduction to the mountains.
So you've never been out here before?
Not to Idaho, no.
All right, so what did you guys think of today's ride?
It was good, yeah.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this your first day out here?
Yeah.
Yes.
And how many days are you going to be here?
2 more.
2 more days.
Yeah.
So based on what you saw today, what are you guys going to do tomorrow?
We'll get out back there and ride.
Yeah.
I'm not too tired.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
sleep in a little bit and then
Yeah.
maybe
Yes.
come back this way.
Snow was good, better than we thought. We came to ride trails thinking that there wouldn't be much snow left, but we found some fresh snow and yeah, made a go of it. It was worth it, for sure.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
So in summary, we found some fresh snow, less than hoped for, but more than expected. It wasn't terrible riding. It was significantly better than Wednesday. I can't say how much better it was than Wednesday. But we need a big spring dump. You know, we ought to be seeing 6, 12, 18 inches a couple of times, and so far it hasn't come. But if you're heading out this week, the trails are in great shape. There's wonderful trail riding. If you're looking to get back in the trees, it's not bad, but it's not great. We're nowhere near where we were in January and February, and we're still just kind of hanging out, waiting for a big spring dump. Once again, I'm Christopher. I am known as Graybeard, your pirate guide. I am the friendly forum admin on snowwest.com with your on the mountain, in the snow trail report for Friday, March 7th. We'll see you guys online. Bye-bye.